Hello everyone, and welcome to the LifeWave InTouch app training, and we're going to go over a number of things today. The first thing in this section we're going to go over is how to get on the app, the different sections of the app, and most importantly, how to share and do contact management. And then we'll do a separate session for the rest of the app. So let's get started. So when you first download the app, and you can download that from Google Play as well as the Apple Store, this is the screen you're going to see. And you must log in with your username and password. It's possible your username is your ID, or it could be another word or something like that, but it must be your username and password, and you can find that in your back office you need. So to log in, you simply go through and you just put in your area, and then you just go ahead and do this and get it on in there, and then with that, you go ahead and you can have it sitting right there for you, okay? And then you hit continue. And then what happens is you will then see an end user license agreement. This is the typical content you're going to see, where that you authorize the ability for us to go ahead and let you access your address book and go ahead and basically do the functions of the app. So we have to have your permission to let you go in and access your address book. We do not, repeat, do not download your entire address book, nor do we get to see your entire address book. The only people that will get in the app will be the people that you select from your address book to send text, email, Facebook Messenger, things like that to. And those people in the app, and we have to have your permission to be able to do that. Okay, so after you accept that, you go ahead and go in, and then it should let you log in. This is where the login happens. If you get an error here, it's because you logged in incorrectly. Okay, so let's get started with the three sections of the app. The main three sections of the app are the recruiting functions right here. We'll go over them. Then you have a nice looking web banner that slides back and forth and always has great information for you to check out. It might be event registration, things like that. So make sure you're always checking out the banners in the app because they can be updated very often. And then up here is an admin menu. And the admin menu is nice in that it's got other things. The number of things that it has are, first of all, the training section. The training section is going to have this recording and other training videos that you're going to want to see. In addition, it has a nice link over to your Success Library, the ability to add a new business partner, distributor, as well as a retail customer directly. So if you run into somebody at Starbucks, you can just add them right here. Okay, it's got a welcome. And what this is a replay of the initial onboarding slides that you see when you get into the app. So if you ever want to see them again, you can just come back here and play it. No problem at all. Of course, your profile information, and most importantly down here is contact. This is where you can submit a ticket directly to us to help you with your app, okay? It's got a contact link in there so you can check that out. So that's the basic three sections of the app. So again, recruiting functions, the banner, as well as admin functions. So check them out. You can't break anything. We want you to do that. So let's get on board with the app itself and how to use it. The main sections right here. Sharing is where you have a whole bunch of your content loaded. This is where you're going to share from, and the act of sharing content is what puts somebody into prospects. You can do a three-way call. We'll explain that function, events, and office in a separate training video. We're going to focus on recruiting right now, okay? So let's talk about how to share and post as well as put people into the prospects. Okay, so initially when you go to share, what you're going to see is all of your content right here, kind of arranged for you, and you need to go in here and see all the different pieces of content that LifeWave has loaded in here. It goes up and down, like you can see. It also goes left to right, kind of a Netflix-inspired type design, okay? So you can check out each and every video. You can watch these videos by simply tapping on the button, and you can watch the video. They play off of YouTube. So it's a really nice system. It's very easy, but yes, you do need a data connection. The videos are not inside your app. They're here, but they actually play off of YouTube. So check out all the information here, okay? And once you go into a button, what you're going to notice is that you can get around to the other buttons right here in this tray without having to go back to the home page. So if you want to go from share over to prospects, you can go right here. Now, when you first get into prospects, this is high level, you're going to see nobody here. It's going to be completely blank. How do you get people into prospects? I always get asked. You do not download, import, or anything like that. People get here as the act of sharing, meaning they're not a prospect in our mind, in the app's mind, until you share something. Prior to that, they're in your address book. Those are contacts. These are prospects. So at first, you will not see anybody in here. To get someone in here, we're going to share, and you'll see how that happens, okay? In addition, though, in the prospect sections, you can swipe and delete. It's very easy. On Android, you'll press and hold just like you would on any other Android. So I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of here because I do a lot of different things with marketing to myself to demo. So these are my current prospects that I've sent things to, okay? Let's go back to the share button. This is where it all starts. Okay, under share, under all the different pieces of content, you can share or post. We call this one-to-one marketing, this one-to-one marketing. Sharing can be texting, emailing, Facebook Messenger. On Messenger, you are one-to-one with people, okay? On Facebook, you're one-to-many. Okay, so keep that in mind. You post to Facebook, you share to Facebook Messenger. That's something that everybody tends to get a little confused on, so keep that in mind. So let's go with the share, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. So when you tap on share, you're going to see pre-written text and email messages. Keep in mind that the text message right here is also going to be used for Messenger and chat app. Can you change this? Absolutely. You will be able to change these messages right before they go out. This is just a preview page so you can get an idea of what has been pre-written for you for each and every piece of content that you will share. So let's go back, see what just happened. All I did is hit share, and it shows me the message, and we hit next. That's all you got to do. This is where you select who do you want to send that video to. So you already picked the content, the video. Who do you want to send it to? You know who it is, so you just got to go get them, right? Well, most people in your warm market are going to be on your device, on your phone. That's what this button's for. If they're not on your phone and you just met them at a coffee shop, you can manually type them in, first name, last name. And if you wanted to share right there, you might go add a phone number or an email address for what they give you, right? Okay, the other way is on Messenger. A lot of times you know their name, but you don't have that information. No problem. If you're going to share on Messenger, you would just type their name in just like that. And I'll show you how that works in a little bit, okay? But let's go to your device. And let's say I want to share with myself, okay? Okay, I search for myself, I tap, and look what it allows you to do. It allows you to add the mobile, and if you have an email as well, it'll let you add the email. And you want to put them both in there. Even if you're just going to text, go ahead and put them in there for use later. No big deal. They'll be in your system. And then here you have a consent. You want to go ahead and say that you have consent for all the privacy laws that you can prospect your friend, okay? So hit next, and then at that point, you have your choices. Now, because I have an email and a text loaded, that means I can text them, I can email them, okay? I could also go to any one of these chat apps. Now, if you don't have these loaded, these options will not be there, okay? So just keep it in mind that if you have Facebook and that's it, that's all will show up. No problem. The app will sense it and will know it and will offer it up. But I'm going to text, okay, and you just hit next. Okay, in the system initially, until you have a reminder for your prospect, will ask you to set a follow-up reminder. I like to do 1 day to 3 days. I don't generally want to wait a week to do anything. Okay, so since there is no reminder for me, I'm a new prospect, I'm going to go ahead and put 3 days just to show you how it works. I'll hit send, and the first time you use the app, it's going to ask you to do this, and you say sure. And then you go right there. And this is where the text message comes up. And this is where, as you can see, I can go ahead and tap on it, no problem, and change it if you wish, okay? But I'm going to send it as is. You're going to see it come in. There you go. And this is what your prospect sees, okay? You don't ever want to mess with this section. If you want to change the message, no problem, right here. But do not ever touch this. This links you, your prospect, and this video all together, okay? Very important. Let me tap on it. This is really cool because it'll take your prospect to what I call your replicated page. You can see that your replicated information is going to be here. Your replicated website will be linked right in here. That's why the whole system is tied together through your back office system. And this is where they can watch the video. So I go ahead and just tap on it, right? And the start. So what happened really quick as I started to watch that video is I got a push alert, just like you get from Facebook. I got a notification that came in, I opened it, and it shows you that quick that someone is watching that video. It tells it that John Presky was watching this exact video, and it even tells you that you should now go to your prospect button to check out the video percentage and other things. And it offers up the information right here so you can follow up with them as well. So really nice system all in one. So let me close that out. And let me go to the prospect button just like it said. So now I have a new prospect. So the act of sharing content is what puts them into the prospect buttons. And there you can see I'm here, right? So if I tap on it, which is, sorry, wrong one. If I tap on myself, you can see that it says I viewed the video less than 10%, shows the latest action. Real nice, quick, easy thing to do. As you can see, everybody is in alphabetical order by last name, okay? A nice filter up here is really nice. You can also see that everybody came in as a warm coffee cup. That's how they come in. But you can upgrade them, say, wow, that just watched 10% of the video, so I want to tap on it. I want to make that prospect hot. Just like that, you can make the prospect hot. You can also, from this screen, update the follow-up. Because they watched some video, I want to get back with them tomorrow. I don't want to wait another day, so I'm going to change that out. So now, at precisely tomorrow, hold on, let me go back to that. Make sure I get that right. I actually want to do it tomorrow. There you go. So tomorrow at 5:03 p.m., I'm going to get a push alert, a notification with an email backup, and the app's going to tell me and remind me to follow up with this prospect. That's really easy. Another nice function up here is filter and sort. Up here, you can actually sort everybody by last name, which is already there, first name, or recent activity. You can also filter by the different icons here. So if I wanted to filter by hot, I could just tap and filter. But a feature I want you to get used to using is recent activity. By tapping on recent activity and then hitting apply, it actually ranks all the prospects from most recent to least recent of what has happened in your system, whether you did it to them or they did it. So even if I sent this video and 2 days from now, they watch the video, it's still going to be in their rank based on their activity or your activity. I call this where's the fire. And this is a great way to get re-engaged with your prospects to see what you should do next, okay? But in addition to ranking me at the top, because I just watched that video, right, you can tap here. And here you can go in and do a lot of things on these three buttons. You can call, text, or email with a push of a button. You can tap on share content, and the app will remember all the information, their phone, their text, their email, what language you actually recruited them in, and what methodology. Did you text them? Did you Facebook Messenger them? It'll help you remember everything. But here's where I want to go right now is prospect details. You can tap right here, and this has all the history of everything that's gone on with this prospect. It's pretty nice. So let's go down. You can see you can do a lot of things that I just showed you. You can call, text, or email, share content. You can even adjust real quick back to warm if you want. You can set a follow-up, reset that. You can edit, and that'll allow you to change out the contact's information, prospect, as well as put notes in here. So if you want to do that, you can do that as well. But what's really nice is right here. You've got this right here of a history. You can see that I sent the video at 5:03. You can see that I watched the video at 5:04, and you can see I watched less than 10%. Once you get past 10, it'll be 1% increments. It's fantastic. You can also send the prospect the info that this prospect, so if under privacy laws, the prospect says, I want to know what information you're keeping on me. All you got to do is hit this button and send it to them, and you're compliant just like that. It's a beautiful system. But also, you want to track your activity. So this is what went on so far. But let's say you just called this prospect and left them a voicemail. You want to remember that, right? So all you do is you tap on this really cool button called Add History. And all these cool things that you would normally be doing with a prospect are here for you to log into the system. So let's say I just left a voicemail. I tap on it, and just like that, it date time stamps it right here, okay? You could even delete it if you don't like it, and you can do a lot of different things. And you can just, I want you to know that you can then go back in, and let's say you then, after you left the voicemail, they called you back, okay? And let's say you, you spoke to him and had a discussion. No problem. But let's say you forgot to put it in. You could actually tap right here and change the time and date of when you did this. So it's very easy. But I'm going to put that I spoke to the prospect and look like that. It just goes right in. So there's no reason you can't keep up with all your prospects. One, you can always rank them by how fast and what type of activity they had, right, with the recent activity. You can always make sure you have a reminder set with your prospect with a push of a button, and you can always check on in prospect details what you've done with that prospect. So this is a fantastic, really Salesforce level powerful system that helps you understand how to, one, share content with your prospect, and then track your prospect. So again, let's review. Tap down in the bottom here. This is your share grid, okay? The act of sharing content via text, email, or messenger is what puts them into prospects. Let me show you how you would share via messenger because it's a hot topic. So let's say I hit share right now, okay? And I say, yeah, there's a preview. That's cool. Next. Okay, I don't have his name in my address book because he's just on Facebook. So I'm going to type in his name, okay, and I'm going to put it in there because I know he's on Messenger. And I'm just going to hit next, and I don't have any of that. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to say, yeah, I can do this. Yep, next. And now I'm going to select Messenger. Check this out. I hit next. I'm going to do a reminder of, say, 24 hours on him. Next. Okay, and it calls up Messenger. All you got to do is hit the start button. Okay? Yes, open. And look at this. It's going to open your Facebook Messenger for you. Now you can find anybody. Remember, I put in Ryland's name. There he is. There's Ryland. I'm going to open him up. Okay, and you can see that it's already in there, but that's not the one I want. That's an old one I use. So let me clear it out. No problem. All right, we got that rid. So it's really easy. All I got to do is touch it and hit paste. And just like that, your beautiful message is in there. You can tap on it and change it as you can with the text, and then I just hit send. And just like that, it goes out for your prospect to see this cool message. So I just want you to see how easy that was. Let's go back to the app now, okay? Let's go back to our LifeWave app. That was so easy, right? All you do for Messenger is hit share, go through, again, repeat, and all I did is put their name in here, but guess where they are now? Let's go down to the prospect button. Now that I've shared with Ryland, he's in my prospect list. I filter and sort. I love using this recent activity button. Tap, apply, puts Ryland at the top. I can go in here. I can go to his prospect details on the 3 buttons. I can go in here and look at that. It actually tells me that I sent a video to him at 5:10, and it tells me my method. This is a beautiful system that you can use. So I just want you to keep this in mind, that sharing, let's go back down here to the share grid, the act of sharing, whether it's via text, email, or Facebook Messenger, is what puts people into prospects. I think I beat that enough. Let's keep going. Let's talk about posting. Posting is cool, but what I like to do is post with a purpose. And what you're going to see is that in your grid here is that you have some gorgeous social media images that have been made. We call them offers. There are things that will entice a prospect to want to click and give up your information. So the point of posting is to what? Is to get a lead from social so you can bring them from what we call one-to-many marketing, social media, down to one-to-one. So let me show you how that works. So I'm going to tap on it. So if you want to check out this image, you just tap on it and look at it. Yeah, that's cool. I want to send that. Okay. So I want to close it out. Okay. And now I'm going to post it. You notice all it's got is a post button. So I post it, and I'm going to go to Facebook, right? Remember, not Messenger. This is one-to-many. This is a posting. Facebook. Go right to Facebook. I go, hey, click below if interested, right? You know, if interested. So what we do is I say that, really nice. I go ahead and hit next. I hit share. And just like that, it goes to Facebook. That's how fast. Piece of cake. Let's now go to Facebook. Let's check out what it looks like on Facebook now, okay? So, you know, it takes a second to populate, and there it is. Hey, Click below if interested. That's how beautiful this is. So when I tap on it, and here's where the important part. We are now at one-to-many. We don't know who's tapping. We need to know. So when they tap on it, they go to your replicated lead generation page. Your replicated. So we just took them out of Facebook. And how do we do that? Well, we embed your replicated information inside that image. So even if it's shared 100 times or more, doesn't matter. When somebody clicks on it, it comes to your page. They can then request info, and this is where they put their information in, okay? They consent to give you your information. Okay, so let's put it in real quick. I'll call it JHP person, you know. Just putting in some false information in here, right? You know, I got to put in there 1212. And I'll put it in. They got to give you everything because we want to have it all, right? You know, at jpnow.com. So I'm just putting some things in here so you can see how it works. So when they hit done and they hit send, okay, what happens is, look how fast that is. Look at that push up top. I'm going to tap on. You get a push message, okay, that you had posted the energy boost thing right here, and you get a push message just like that. So take a look at that information. You now have, from Facebook, a new lead to conduct one-to-one marketing. So how do you conduct the one-to-one? No problem. You close this out. You go in here. You now go back to the LifeWave app. Let's go back to it. Let's go to prospects. Okay, now let's filter and sort again. Recent activity, apply, and there's your new lead. It uses the purple new lead icon right there. That's what it uses. So we just generate, you go right here, you go to prospect details, and just like that, you now have a new person to call or text, whatever you want to do, and talk to them and start working with them, because now you have a new lead. So it's a fantastic way to do it. I just want you to know that what we've just gone over is a couple things. One, how to share one-to-one via text, email, Facebook Messenger, and how that loads it into your prospects. That's the only way people get into your prospects is through the prospect of sharing, okay? You've got to share. Then if you want to, you can post anything, but what I like to do, because it's set up with lead capture, your posting of these images right here will allow you to generate a lead from social. And we showed you how to do that. We showed you how it alerts you have a new lead, and how you can go into your prospects button, and you can filter by recent activity or just scroll and find them, and now you have a new lead to follow up with. Very critical that you understand all this. All the alerts you've gotten, where are they? All the alerts you've gotten, all those notifications are all here in your alerts button. Let's take one final look at this. And what you can see is all those alerts that have come in, the information request from social media, right? The post, the videos being viewed when I viewed the video, okay? Now, you can see there's no blue dot. The blue dot is for alerts that you have not looked at, okay? So you can go in and look at them. If I go in and look at this help request, okay, and I close it, now there's no blue dot. So that number right here, 17, indicates how many alerts that you have not opened, okay? So it's a nice way to use the alert button, and if you go out, you'll see that I have that 17 number right here. It corresponds to the alerts not viewed, so you always have a ready reference of what alerts have you not looked at and need to go take a look at. And of course, we have the ability to edit all these alerts like that, and you also have the ability to filter to all your unread alerts, so you can see them very quickly, and you can go back to no filter as well. Fantastic, easy to use system. All I ask is get in there and use it. And let's just make sure that you know how to do it. And next training that we'll do, we'll talk about the three-way call, the events, and how to get into your back office right from the app. But right now, that was what you're sharing. Let's go back. That's share, contact management. That's what we've done today. Good luck. We'll continue to update this training. And I love getting your tickets, so let us know if you ever need anything. Thanks again.